The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Nick Eatman.
What's up? Welcome to Cowboys Storyline, Monday, September 15th. It's a big day for me. That is my mother's birthday. Happy birthday to my mom, Camille. She's 75. Good times. I just talked to her this morning. She is definitely excited about a Cowboys 40-37 win over the Giants, as we all, I guess, should be excited about the win. It's not perfect. We know that. There was a lot of moments in there. Did not look like it was going to be a great day or a great season, for that matter. You lose to the Giants at home. I think going 0-2, I think that certainly would have been an uphill battle, and it's still going to be, okay? Just 64-yard field goal just to tie the game, and it doesn't mean the problems aren't there. I mean, they're there. We know it. Everyone sees it. I think we kind of know what kind of season this is going to be. It's going to be a fun one, probably, because, I mean, the Cowboys can score some points. I don't know if they can stop anyone, but they made just enough stops to get the win. All right, 888-855-2297. I'm just going to let you guys talk about it. Michael, Colton, California is first. Michael, what's up?
What's going on, Nick? Good morning, everybody, and shout out to the whole Cowboys Nation. Hey, Nick, it's crazy, man, because I was actually feeling better about the loss last week, and what I mean is about the way the team played. I was confident, like, man, they're looking good, and even though they took that tough loss, like, I still feel like they came out of it looking good, and then they win this week. They say all money's good money, and I should be happy about the win, which I am. Excuse me, let me correct myself. But it's like, man, there was a whole lot. Man, the game had me on edge, and I come away like worried, like, man, look at all these holes in the defense, whatever. But anyways, one more thing I would like to hear your opinion on too, man, is this defense, is looking pretty shaky, and I just don't understand why they continue to keep Donovan Wilson out there, and then, the linebackers are not looking that great. I would like to see some of the young talent. I mean, if we're going to play like that, you might as well put some of that young talent in there and let them start getting some valuable game reps. And when I say young, I say like Leah Fowl and then also Marquise Bell at the safety position. No. But thank you very much for taking my call. Thanks. God bless you all. And I'll go ahead and listen offline.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Leah Fowl, okay. Marquise Bell, stop making penalties on special teams, and then we'll see. Like, I'm not sure about that on defense there. I think for me, it's a pass rusher, guys. It's the pass rush. You lost the best pass rusher in the game. He's now in Green Bay. Their defense is great. That's what it is. It's not that now all of a sudden the Cowboys just can't cover. It's now maybe they shouldn't play so much zone because they're not getting any pass rush. Now, they're adding Jadeveon Clowney today. Cool. I don't think that helps you that much with pass rush. I think it's another solid defensive end, a veteran, experienced guy that can get some sacks. But I don't think this is a guy that's just going to generate pass rush off the edge. And you just don't have that guy, and therefore I think you have to go accordingly to it. As for how you feel, that's the NFL. I mean, that's the way it's going to be. The one good thing I take out of this is that the Giants are going to beat someone. I mean, the Giants are going to beat Washington or the Eagles or, other teams. But the Giants are going to give some teams some problems, just like they did the Cowboys. I mean, just look at how the Cowboys played the Eagles. Look at how the Giants played the Cowboys. And the Giants are going to play these division games. They're going to win some of them. So that's kind of a good thing. But, I mean, you're not that much better, if better at all, than the Giants. And that's one thing. They have definitely gotten better on both sides of the ball for sure. All right, Travis in San Antonio's next.
Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Hi, Travis.
Victory Monday. Gotta like that.
Hail to the victors, right?
What's that?
Hail to the victors. Is that what we?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I
sat in the middle of about 500 Michigan fans at the Oklahoma game a couple weeks ago, and man, that was intense right there.
I was gonna say, Josh, congrats on that, your daughter, and the win on that one. I was gonna call you earlier about that, but
good game.
That's neither here nor there.
That was a good game. All right, What do you got?
But I just wanted to say, kind of the same thing. I know you're talking about, like, they haven't just figured out how to not cover. Shout out to the offense for, coming back and being resilient. Pay Brand Aubrey as soon as we can. He's definitely earned that.
Yeah.
But as far as the defense goes, I just wonder, I know this is going to be like an acclimation kind of period, Nick, so I'm kind of giving them a little grace. The weird thing about yesterday, if you think about it, is the defense, Flus plays more of that bend, don't break, Rod Marinelli kind of style where, they're not supposed to give up big plays, but in the red zone, they played pretty well, right? But the problem is they gave up a bunch of big plays. And I'm with you. Like, I don't know, the idea of playing Dono too much in single high or like deep half kind of worries me that hopefully he's kind of realizing, he's trying to feel these guys out, and he's like, that's probably setting Dono up for failure, even though he did get that pick. But, I mean, I think I'm with you. I'm hoping they don't play as much zone or, like, mix it up. I know he talked about bringing some simulated pressures, do some of that stuff because there's just way too much free access for what I saw yesterday. So, and some miscommunication looked like between Diggs even with some hand gestures. So just wanted to see what you thought on that. Regardless, we got the W, so it's a week-to-week league. Let's go next week and get another one.
All right. Appreciate the call. I definitely think Deron Bland changes a lot of things for your secondary, obviously. Because the way that they were able to play and play against a team that had more weapons than with the Eagles, and guard those receivers, and then all of a sudden play the way they did in that game, they had a hard time. And I think Bland affects a lot, but I also think that Diggs is not playing the coverage that he's the best at, and I think that they've got to figure that part out for sure. But they figured it out at the end. Ironically, Russell Wilson couldn't incomplete a pass. I mean, everything was just on the money. And then his final 3 attempts of the game were a backwards pass. He tried to pull it down and throws a backwards pass that ended up being a fumble. And then the next pass was incomplete deep ball. And then his next pass was intercepted, and that was the game. So he had 450 passing yards and was turning back the clock right in front of our eyes, and then, had a pick, and that pick changed the game for sure. All right, Chris in Saratoga Springs is next.
Hey, Nick, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Just a little bit older and a couple more grades. Doing good. A win is a win is what my dad would always say.
Okay.
I want to give kudos to my man Brock Hoffman for coming in there and stepping it up. You know me, I'm a big fan of Brock, and I'm so happy that he came in, and we really didn't miss a beat with him, so I'm very happy with that. Other concern I have, obviously, is our defense. We gave up, a ton of yards. I agree with you 100%. I don't think we're playing too much zone. Diggs is a man-to-man cover beast, and he needs to be man-to-man more than zone, and we're not using him the right way. And the only question I have for you, did you happen to see that interception that Dak threw? My son's 11 years old, and we were watching the game, and I'm like, what are you doing over on your phone? He's like, nothing, Dad. And he comes over and he shows me the video in slow motion of the interception. To me, it looked like it hit the ground or was trapped by the ground. I don't even see that they even reviewed it.
Don't understand that. I went back and everybody was telling me like, no, I'm not. His hands was underneath, and I was like, well, I've got it right here, and I paused it. I was like, you tell me this ball doesn't roll into the ground. At least worth looking at. I'm with him. I'm with your 11-year-old son. I saw it too. All turnovers and touchdowns are supposed to be reviewed up top. What are we doing? That ball rolled. It's clear as day, and it rolls right onto the ground. Now I know that people will say the ball can hit the ground, but not half of the football sideways like that. The whole NFL logo is touching the ground. So I thought that was ridiculous. Terrible decision by Dak to throw that ball, but I'm not sure the guy caught it. That's one of those plays that if the guy makes that kind of catch, he should be playing on offense. So, anyways.
Yep.
All right. Got anything else?
All right,
Good?
thanks, Nick.
All right, man.
No, that's all. That's all I got. Appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks for taking my call.
Have a good one. All right, let's go to the text messages here. Dan from Philly. I know a win is a win. That's twice we've heard that one. And they are all hard to come by in the NFL. Why do I feel worse this week than after the loss to the Giants? The loss to the Eagles. I mean, I don't know how you feel and why. I mean, no one can determine that. But it's probably stemmed from the fact that, if you're 4 points away from beating the defending champions, it makes you think that you're going to have a good season and you can compete with just about anybody. And then if you need a miracle kick and to tie the Giants at home and then sneak out of there with the win, that you're that close to getting beat by any team in the league and anybody on your schedule. And that is called the NFL. And that's exactly what it is. There's not a team on this schedule that you could look at and say, no way, Cowboys can't win. No way. Even the Packers, as good as they look, Sunday Night Football, no, you can't convince me there's no way the Cowboys can't go win a game. I won't be shocked if any game that they win this year. And now I won't be shocked if any games that they lose. And that includes at the Jets, at the Panthers, Arizona at home, at the Raiders. Nope, there's not one game. That's what it is. That's what your 2025 Dallas Cowboys have already shown us in 2 weeks, that they will be at any end of the spectrum, somewhere in between, and that's buckle up. That's what this season is going to be. All right, Brian in Kansas City's next.
Good morning, Mr. Eatman.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. Before last week's game, one of the things I think is a little underestimated especially in football, because it's such a team sport. It's very difficult for one guy to kind of take over like you can in basketball, is when you change schemes, and they change schemes on both sides of the ball. I think it takes, and they won't play their starters in the preseason. I said last week, I think it's going to be October before everybody gets settled and knows what they're supposed to do. And that's why we sometimes look great and sometimes look discombobulated. Like, everybody's kind of looking at each other like, hey, well, where was I supposed to be, or where were you supposed to be on that play? I looked at the stats at the end of the game, and Robinson and Neighbors smoked us for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns, just those two guys. And that just, to me, was, and a little bit of Bland not being there, too. I mean, that obviously makes a difference. But just seemed like there was a ton of times where people didn't know where they were supposed to be. And that's the thing that kind of got me. For my question this week, I think, and I'll take this off air, maybe if you have any early updates on BB and Turpin, I'd love to hear it, man. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Do not have those updates. So, just know one guy was in a walking boot, and I think Turpin was had a little neck brace to him. Those things don't mean, they don't mean the end of the world. They just, that's what they want to stabilize, the injuries at the time. Turpin said his x-rays were negative. Hopefully that is a good thing, but hopefully it means his injury, he won't be out long, if it at all. Still not sure about Beebe, but the thing about that is it didn't look promising, just the fact that he's just sitting there on the bench. Just like not even close to like, well, he's definitely out. So the fact that they kind of showed that makes me think that this is probably not a quick thing. That's just my guess on it. All right, let's go to the next call, if there is one. Chris, want to go to the phone line?
Yeah, Brandon in Fresno.
Go for it. Yep.
What's up, Nick? It's me, Brandon in Fresno.
How are you doing?
Man, just enjoying this win. I know it was a tough one. I know it was a nail biter, but got to give our hats off to Dak, man. This is 2 weeks in a row this man saves us. He saves the game-winning tackle where he's about to break it in for a touchdown, and then the fumble, the snap, and he just jumps on the ball and stays composed. We got to give our hats off to Dak, man. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where this game would be. So I just want to give my kudos to Dak, man. He's just balling out this year. He's using his legs, he's using his eyes. He's just killing it this year. And as far as the defense, yeah, it does worry me. But like you said, we're missing Bland. I can't wait till Overshown comes because I think that's just going to be a big factor, and that's just going to change up the game a lot. This game, like I said, it was a nail biter. It was good. Got to see a lot of things that we need to work on. But man, hats off to Dak, man. I just have to give it to Dak, and I just wanted to say that. And
right.
Other than that, just thanks for everything, Nick. Appreciate you.
Thanks for the call, Brendan. Yeah, I thought Dak, he was playing pretty poorly early in the game. I mean, I think that's fair to say. He was not making throws. He was making bad decisions. He wasn't even getting a snap off on 4th and inches. And I didn't understand all the play calling and moving around and changing the signal and all that when all you need to do is move forward. All you're going to do is snap the ball and go forward. So why are you doing all this and running the clock down and all that? Just giving them time for a defender to get into the spot that you're trying to dive into. Just snap the damn ball and put it in there. You know what I mean? Because that's the play, and let's move on. So I thought that was – I mean, he did not look like a $60 million a year quarterback in his 10th year. It just didn't. The game came on, and that's what you paid Dak to be. Be resilient, keep fighting, keep throwing, keep standing in there until it's time to take off and run. And then when you do, go get 20 yards, 17 yards, wherever it was for the huge play in the game. But, say it all the time. Dak, just play football. And he is, and he's doing that. And with that, you're going to make mistakes, and he made mistakes, but he went in there and made some huge throws and drove him down the field and several times and just kind of matched shot for shot with Russell there at the end. And I thought, he was awesome. Let's go to break here real quick on Cowboys Storyline. We'll be right back after this.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Altec Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, bringing you decades of audio excellence to elevate your Dallas Cowboys tailgate ritual. Equip your next pregame with the Sound Rover 180 with 6 hours of playtime, built-in microphone, multicolor light modes, and a rugged exterior that's built to last. Visit alteclansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's alteclansing.com/Cowboys15 for 15% off. Altec Lansing, official audio partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is the official fan club of the team. Download the app to join now. All right, back here on Cowboys Storyline. Cowboys get the win, 40-37. Over the Giants. It's a lot easier when it's 40-0 over the Giants, but 40-37, you'll take that too because they count the same. All right, Rob in Vegas is our next caller. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Nick.
Let's pump some sunshine into it. Let's go.
Oh, listen, it was a fun game. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was back and forth. Listen, it's a win.
Yeah.
I think in the NFL, let's face it, you got to have a really good quarterback to win, and you have to affect the quarterback on defense. I think that's what we're struggling at. I can't even put it all on the secondary.
Yeah.
We have no pass rush right now.
Exactly, that's it.
And getting Clowney, we hope helps. I think you got to leave Houston on the field more. He's the only guy that seems like he's a good pass rusher. I don't know what happened to Fowler. This guy was averaging like 10 sacks a game the last few years, and he don't look the same. And the rookie, to me, he needs to be on the bench. He's just not ready. I would sit him now with Clowney coming in, and I would promote Houston. I think that's what it is. Linebacker play, I thought number 59 played really good. I always forget his name.
Kenneth Murray?
I thought he played very good. He showed up.
Yeah.
Sanborn, I think they put Sanborn in some bad spots.
Yeah.
Trying to run down the middle of the field, covering these guys. Not too many linebackers could do that other than the guy from the 49ers. I just thought Eberflus, as a coach, there's always something you want to do, but then when you see your personnel, I think you have to adapt. I think you got to go more man. But listen, this is going to be a roller coaster, like you said. Dak looked great. I wish Dak would use his legs like that more. It just puts so much pressure on the defense. And I thought they ran. I thought they could have stuck with the run more. I really do. I think Javonte Williams is really impressive.
Yeah. Okay. Got the dogs barking over there.
Even the dog.
The dogs agree. Yeah, run the ball more, Javonte.
That was their first football game because I just rescued them.
Wow.
And I said, "You guys are ready for this? There's going to be a lot of screaming. Don't get nervous."
That's awesome.
But they handled it well.
All right. Well, they're the captain dogs.
That's right.
All right, Rob. Appreciate the call. Thank you. Rescuing dogs. Look at Rob in Vegas. There's more you can do. Love that. And we know that they have now been added to the show because we're going to hear from them when that's okay. That's good. I love that story. Running the football more, Javonte. I mean, I agree. I thought they did. I mean, I thought Shoddy was committed to the run, even when they weren't really running the ball well. I mean, they kept running it. I mean, they ran 28 times in the game. Javonte had 18 carries. Miles had 5. So, your running backs had 23 carries. Dak had 3 and Turpin had 2. No, I mean, Turpin, one of those was a run, right? And he might have got hurt on it. So, about 24 attempts by the running back in the backfield. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's, the Giants had a little less than that. About 17 or so, in my math here, looking at just what the running backs did. So in a game like that, wasn't too bad. I mean, it really wasn't there. I mean, your 30-yard run was a what, 2-yard run? Should have been 2, 3. And then he did what he does, and that's why they have him in here, is because he is a power running back, and he showed it there. And I thought that was a really impressive run by him because he was able to break those tackles and then have enough speed to get through it and run the ball in there. It's the longest touchdown run the Cowboys have had since I think I looked up the stat 2022 maybe with Tony Pollard against the Saints, 50 yards or whatever, but. You wouldn't expect him to do that. Now Sanders had a 49-yarder, probably should have scored or could have scored. That would have been that, but still, longest run of his career for a touchdown. The 30 yards is the longest touchdown run of his career. I thought it was really good. Josh in Princeton, Texas is next. Josh.
Hey, Nick.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Got a chance to make it out to the game yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it quick today. Russell Wilson looked like Dan Marino with the amount of time he had to throw the ball. And I mean, I've moved on from the Parsons trade, but I can't lie. The thought creeped in my head a lot of times of how different would this game be if we had number 11 rushing on the outside. But yeah, it was just way too much time that he had. Pass rush has to get better. They fired Clowney. I mean, he's an older guy. I don't know. I mean, he'll add something, I hope. But, that was the most glaring thing that stuck out to me yesterday.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, thank you, Josh. I mean, the pass rush is the problem. In my opinion, I think your opinion, Josh, your opinion, Rob. I mean, the others that have called in kind of saying the same thing. I mean, it's the pass rush. It's the lack of. Yes, the secondary, that didn't do any favors for themselves, and there was some lack of communication and all that stuff. But I think it's the combination of how they're playing back there in the zone with the fact that they just can't get home. These guys just can't. And, sadly, the one team you could always get some pressure on really was the Giants. The Giants, you could do that. With their offensive line has always been a mess, and it doesn't look like it's any different. But they held up pretty nicely. I mean, they gave up 2 sacks. It says 3 on the stat sheet. One of them was that backwards throw by Russell Wilson that turned into a team sack. But as far as sacks go, they only really got 2 to him. Now, shockingly, the Giants got 3. And without looking, I would have guessed 6 maybe. I mean, I thought they were all over Dak and hitting him a lot, some of it illegally. And that's another thing. My Lord, the officials and throwing the ball. I mean, you know that they threw 35 flags? I mean, 35 penalties is what they've called. Now, a lot of them or 9 of them, I think, got declined. But, I mean, it was 16 and 12 maybe, something like that, as far as the Giants enforced penalties and the Cowboys enforced penalties. So, ridiculous. Just ridiculous amount of, and some of them were warranted, but others were it was just too much, and it just killed the flow of the game. Shockingly that the game went 4 hours, and not only overtime, but the fact that all those penalties. All right, let's go to our next caller. Sebastian, let's go.
Good morning, sir. I'm doing just fine. I hope you're doing well also. That was an emotional roller coaster of a game, and I very, very much enjoyed that. That was even more fun than my playful prediction of us having a little bit of a beatdown. I made an observation from that game, and I have a question for you. My observation is what goes on with Jalen Tolbert, and why we're so frustrated with him from time to time. He gets 0 separation, first off, and he's a body catcher, kind of like Terrence Williams was. But Terrence Williams was much quicker than Jalen Tolbert was. And on a team with Dak Prescott at quarterback, I think you can only handle 2 or 3 of those. And right now we're at 3 or 4 people who can't get separation, i.e. Jalen Tolbert, George Pickens, and, of course, our tight end. But the tight end and George Pickens are elite athletes and have big bodies. That's the issue with Jalen Tolbert. My question is, do you think we can get to a top 16 to top 15 defense under Eberflus? That's my biggest question mark right now. And the reason that I ask is because I don't think we need an elite defense to play well when you have Dak at the helm and a good running game, but we at least need to be middle of the road. And I'll hang up and listen. You guys have a great day. All right.
Yeah, I mean, getting middle of the road would be ideal, but you're not there at all right now. And it's not going to get a lot easier for them, really. But because you're playing the Giants at home, and yes, they have a good receiver, a really good receiver in Malik Neighbors, but Wan'Dale Robinson, I mean, who doesn't have that player? I mean, everybody has that player as their number 2 guy. And so, I mean, everybody. I mean, the Bears have better receivers than that. The Packers have better receivers than that. So, I mean, when you look at it, you're going to be challenged every week if you can't get to the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. As for Jalen Tolbert, when he's the 4th receiver, I think it's fine. If Turpin's not out there and he's the 3rd guy and he's your punt return and kick return guy, I mean, you need some juice there. So if Turpin doesn't play, I mean, I think Jaden Blue is going to have to be your answer at kick return, maybe punt return. Let's see if he can catch it, if he's got experience doing that. But I would imagine that would be your option there. But Tolbert, it is what it is. I mean, he had a nice catch for a 4th down. Now, I think there was a penalty. Oh, shock. That there was a penalty on the Giants on that play, so it would have been a 1st down anyways. But he caught a 4th down. 4th and 4, he had to have it. I mean, this was the drive when they're down, 27-23, I believe, or 24-20, they were down. I mean, he had to have that, and they did. And they went down, scored, and took the lead. So that was a big moment in the game. I'm not sure exactly when. But it was about 2.5 minutes to go, and Tolbert had that catch over the middle to keep the drive alive, and they went and scored. So, yep. Now, on 3rd down and 8, and they throw a 5-yard pass to him, hoping that he's going to break a tackle there in front of the Cowboys bench. I don't like that one. He doesn't. That's not his game. He doesn't break tackles. He doesn't make people miss. So I didn't love that play call there because that's what the Giants basically baited him into that. Like, we'll give you Tolbert over the middle and we'll go make the tackle. And they did. Okay. Let's go to another caller here. We got Robbie, Cocoa Beach.
Hey, Nick, what's going on, man?
How are you doing?
I'm great. Happy birthday to Mrs. Eatman,
Thank you.
if that's her last name, or your mom.
Just my mom. Thank you.
Just your mom. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, of course. Hey, what a great day, man. Victory Monday.
Yeah.
Can't be better than that. I hear people not really complaining, but, man, we won. I don't give a dang, man. It was a great game.
Yep, no doubt.
That's it. I'm happy.
That's all you got?
I wanted to say that's all I got, man. I can whine and complain about this and that and the other during the week, but, man, what a great game. We won.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy it for a day at least, and then we'll move on to what we can fix and change.
Of course. No, I like it. I mean, and you're right. There's a lot of truth to that. I mean, you know it. Everybody knows that this team's got some problems. I mean, they know that.
Yeah.
They played well. Based off our expectations of the Eagles, they played well in that game, but lost.
Correct.
And this, based off our expectations of the Giants, they didn't play as well, but they won. So that's what
I agree with both of them.
And that's what we know. We only know that. You know, the Eagles have won 2 games. They've been very close at both of them, but they've won. You know, I don't think anyone's scared of the Eagles right now. And that's
I'm not.
And that's your defending champs. And so this is going to be an interesting league this year. I mean,
you said it best earlier, Nick. You said it. I don't think there's a team we can't beat. I don't think there's a team that can't beat us either, though. But it just depends what team comes out that day.
Smells like 9-8.
It's going to be a heck of. Oh, don't say that,
well,
man.
That's what it is. I mean, you know, if you're going to play that way, but I like this. When you've got a kicker like that, if games are going to be close and you've got a kicker like that, then you've got an advantage, you know?
Then maybe we're 11-7 and in the playoffs.
Maybe. It's going to come down to these close
Have
games.
a good one, my friend.
Right. You too. Thanks for the call there, Robbie, Cocoa Beach. Let's get one more caller before we go to break. Yeah. Go ahead. What's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing?
What's going on? How are you, sir?
Good. What's up with you?
Hey, so just real quick, I think I called in the other day and I told you that yes, man. So yes, that's the nickname I've given him, but I am going to give him the yes man with the respect of yes man Shoddy. And
okay.
the more that you show me that this is something you're taking serious as culture, because we've heard this before from Cowboy coaches, you know, and they never come through. The more that you show me, I'll start dropping off the yes man, and I will give you the due respect of Shoddy. Until then, you still got to earn it. Yesterday was an earning point. I loved seeing the fight. Now, that being said, Flus, come on, man. You know Trayvon does not play zone. What are we doing? Scheme it, do something about it, change it up. I know you got to go to break, so I'm going to leave you with this. I'll give a call tomorrow after I break down the film and watch it myself. I'm no guru. I'm not as cool as you or half of the crew that calls in. But I will say this. I am impressed with the fight. And if that's how we're going to keep doing it, then I'm going to take this 7-win season, and I'm going to be proud of the 7 wins because we're not going to quit. Let's get rowdy.
Nico,
Let's go.
wait, Nico, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you do you own your own company?
Do I own my own company? No, I was a law enforcement officer and switched over to trash.
Right. Okay. I was just saying, unless you own your own company, which you don't, most people don't, we're all yes men. Or, I mean, right? Aren't we all yes men? I mean, we all have a boss. We all deal with that. So you do, I do, we all do. So you can call them that, yes man, Shoddy, yes man, but we're all yes man or women or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree to a point, though. I agree to a point. Again, I do not, and I've said this to you, and we had the debate and conversation, I do not think Jerry Jones cares about what fans actually truly think. This is his, like you just said, it's his company. I believe that's exactly why we got Barry, oh my gosh, I just blanked on coach's name, but Switzer. That's a yes man. That's an exact yes man. I'm sorry. I don't care what the documentary said. I don't care that players loved him. That was a Jerry Jones. Hey, you know what? I don't like that. I'll call it down from the sideline because I'm the owner. You just do as I tell you. Yes, man. Look, man, you know how I feel about this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Until he can show me more, Look, I had an MMA coach.
Thanks
Now,
for the
I'm going to take
thank
it
you
for
for
just
the call.
a second.
Thank you for the call. That's fine. I mean, basically, you just said it. You just said win the Super Bowl. If you don't win the Super Bowl, then you're yes man. Even that guy did, which is fine. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. No hard feelings there. We're just and I kept it going because I asked the question. I don't know if I love that Shotty's coached 2 games and you call in that. I think he's let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. But he's not the reason this team hasn't won in 30 years. He's not. It's not his problem. It's not his fault. It's not these guys' fault. So that's the thing. These fans, you guys have these frustrations based off the fact of Jerry and the fact that they haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. And so that's fine. That's not this coach's fault. That's not these players' fault. So I don't sit there and talk about every single game and say, well, let's talk about history. That doesn't make sense to me. So therefore, I don't think we sit there and waste our time doing that and calling him a yes man because he's the coach of the team and trying to change the culture and all that culture that he didn't necessarily, break, but he's trying to fix it. Let's go to break here on Cowboys Storyline.
All right, Cowboys fans, this one's for you. Gillette's Best Shave has a new look this season, and they've got one that sticked out in Cowboys colors just for us. We're going to want to run, not walk to this one, y'all. The new Gillette Labs official Dallas Cowboys licensed razor isn't just Gillette's best shave. With 50% longer lasting blades than Fusion, it's the best a Cowboys fan can get. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL. Gillette's Best Shave is also available as heated.
Discover Aiden, the official luggage partner of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Known for top-tier engineering and craftsmanship, Aiden offers more than just bags. Originating from Australia and designed in New York, it merges fashion, design, and culture. Used by Dallas Cowboys players, staff, and the entire organization, Aiden provides style and functionality for all travelers. Visit AidenTheBrand.com and use code AidenXCowboys for 25% off your purchase. Travel like your favorite stars with Aiden.
Back to Cowboys Storyline, presented by Gillette, the official shave of the Dallas Cowboys.
This segment is presented by Yeti. Get your Yetis at Yeti.com. All right, back here on Storyline. Got a few more minutes to go. Talking Cowboys win over the Giants, 40-37 in overtime, a full overtime. And just so you guys know, I was filling in last week on Media Mash, and every time someone asks me a question about how long you've been working here and you've seen everything, I always say, NFC Championship game I've never seen a tie. And that was mentioned just a few days ago. And what it would feel like if the Cowboys actually had a tie in this upcoming game. And man, it sure did get there. It was close. And I don't know, I've never had that feeling. I mean, it would have felt like a loss. There's no doubt about it. I think it just comes down to how that overtime period is ending. If you're about to kick a field goal, if you make it, obviously you win, you lose, it's a tie, you're going to feel bad. But if it was the other way around, I guess you'd feel better. I don't know. I've never had that feeling. But ultimately, if we were here today talking about a tie, it would not have been good. And they got the win. And yes, it's not perfect. What did Shotty say? I'm not going to quote him exactly, but he said it. Did we do some stupid? Yes, they did. And so there's a lot to clean up there. But it is what it is. All right. Zach in Atlanta's next.
His name is Brandon Aubrey.
What's up, man?
Respect for my kicker, man. He's nails. He's ice. He's butter. All the superlatives. Pay the man, and let's keep moving. In the season, you're going to take a win. Like you just said, a tie would have been nauseating. Losing that game would have been nauseating. But hey, I think this season is going to be probably 12 to 14 one-score games. And some days it's going to be in your favor, some days it won't. So I'm not complaining about a win. Brandon Aubrey, that's his name. Also, what I'm going to say, I kind of like that the Giants-Cowboys had some juice yesterday. That rivalry's been dead to me for like 10 years because Dak has a third child, and their name is the New York Giants. So it was fun. I mean, Russ is not the quarterback of the future, but if there can be some juice in the next couple of years between these two, I'm for it. It's more fun that way. We've dog walked the Giants forever, and I just think it's more fun when the games are competitive. So it's going to be a long season, lots to clean up. I'm not going to touch on any of that, but it's going to be a fun season. And so with that, I will hang up.
All right. I think, thanks for the call, Zach. I just remembered the previous caller, Nico from Colorado Springs. We never even got his name on there. Sorry, his name didn't get mentioned on there. That's actually my fault for actually the way it started. So it ended because it was getting out of hand there. But that's who that was, and I never got to throw that out there. So, and Nico, call back. I mean, everybody can have difference of opinions. I mean, if not, then Rob from Vegas would never get the call again. We disagree all the time, and that's fine. Disagree, whatever. I thought your opinion was a little disrespectful for a guy because you're really upset about something else. That's the thing. Like, you can be upset about something else. I do it all the time. I'm watching a game. I'm mad about something. I mean, don't take it out on the kids. You know what I mean? It's not their fault. That's, I think, what you're doing here. That's what I think the frustration that some of these people have with the coaches and the hires and all that. It's not the person. So don't call them names. You're mad about the person who hired them, which is fine. You're right, Zach in Atlanta. You are right. Brandon Aubrey is just unbelievable. It's unbelievable that the Cowboys can sit there at the 42-yard line in overtime, and you're thinking, do you need more? Would be nice. Yeah, let's get one more play. But you don't really have to. You don't really have to. You're sitting at a 60-yard field goal. The guys already made one from 64. Now it's at 60. And that's, but I know if everyone else is probably thinking the same thing, like, yeah, try to get one more because you have a timeout, so go for it, And then when Dak goes 17 yards or 18 yards, and you're like, wow, perfect. Now you're still sitting at 46. 46. I mean, that Georgia-Tennessee game the other day, the Tennessee kicker missed. It was probably about that, 48 maybe, missed it. And I know college is different than the pros, but I'm just saying it's unbelievable that you can be sitting here and feel so comfortable about that range. It's just it's unreal. It really is, and that's why he is just he's going to get a new contract and at some point, and maybe it's sooner than later, but do it before he hits the 70-yarder to win the game, because that seems like that could happen too. Dylan in Northport, Florida is next.
Hey Nick, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Hey man, I'm good. Nico from Colorado. What are we doing, my guy? What are we doing here? I mean, I heard him say that Jerry, he's not sure if Jerry cares what the fans think. And I'm like, why should he? Like, have we seen what we say as fans, myself included? Like, we say stupid stuff all the time.
Thank you
We're
for
wishy-washy.
Thank you for saying that, because you're right. If everyone looked at, like, my Twitter feed or just some of our writers and what the people and the fans say and all that, if you listen to every fan, you would never have a team. It's ridiculous, some of the stuff that is said. And now, I'll give credit. These guys that call, you guys that call in, very, very informative. I don't agree with all of it, and you guys don't agree with me, fine. But I'm just saying, you can't listen to all the fans, what the fans think. Some of the fans say the dumbest things you've ever heard of. I mean, really, and I'm glad that you pointed that out, Dylan. You're not one of them, because I think you're really level-headed, and I'm not calling Nico that either, or anyone. I'm just saying, you can't worry about what the fans want, because you cannot please everyone, and we know that. You know that in life, you can't please everybody. Sorry,
yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that logic, but it is what it is, man. But, we're in for a hell of a time this season, dude. And you touched it already. I didn't have high hopes for this season. I'm 8-9, 9-8. I think it was 8 to 10 wins is what I predicted. We're kind of in a weird spot right now. Middle of roster, needs some help. Our defensive line is not as good as we kind of had hoped it was going to be. But there's also bright spots too. The offense is doing well. Run game's doing well. Williams looks like a bona fide number one running back right now after first 2 games. So I'm excited. I still am at that between 8 to 10 win spot. But, man, if all the games are like this, like as a fan, this is what I want, dude. I just want fun, games, especially in a season where I don't have like really Super Bowl expectations. Maybe that's the wrong way to think. Maybe I should think every year is Super Bowl or bust, but I don't, because I think I'm more logical than that. But I'm excited, man, for what this season has in store. If it's going to be like that game, that was one of the nuttiest and dumbest games, honestly, that I've ever seen. But it was fun. It was a hell of a time.
No doubt about it. I thought when the 2-minute warning hit in the game. Thanks for the call, Dylan. When the 2-minute warning hit in overtime, I was just thinking, like, I mean, this is like not just 2 o'clock, a 2-minute warning. This is like 2 a.m., like at the bar. Because this game, I think I tweeted, this game has been overserved. It was drunk as hell. It shouldn't be going back and forth like that. It was just ridiculous when you think about the fact that in the final 2.5 minutes of the game, with deep ball touchdown, Cowboys comeback touchdown, deep ball touchdown, 64-yard field goal. That's in the final 2.5 minutes of regulation. Just that right there. Washington game on the road last year, very similar to just the wackiness. This one was unique in its own right, but both of them you could kind of put in the same category. All right, let me go to a text line question before we wrap it up here, unless we have another caller. But I'm going to go with the text question here. Chris, Fort Lauderdale, there's a defense question. He says, does the absence of a strong pass rush force Eberflus to play zone? Also, with Bland out, did he have to scheme zone because it's what Elam and Stewart do better? I hope not. I look at it differently than that. And again, I'm not a coach, defensive coach, all that kind of stuff. But I look at it like if you don't have a strong pass rush, then you can't play zone. I mean, you play zone when you're going to get after the quarterback's ass and he has to throw it. Now your guys have his eyes forward. You can go make a play. But if that's not the case, if he's going to sit back there, it doesn't matter if you've got 20 people in a zone. These receivers can find a spot on the field. So I feel like if you don't have a pass rush, you've got to play more man. That's just me. I'll be interested to see what Eberflus and Shoddy say about that. But that's the way it is. We'll see how it goes moving forward. I know this that the Bears have some talented players over there, and they're 0-2, so they're going to be bringing it this week. And with Eberflus coming back to Chicago, a lot of big storylines there. We'll talk about that all week long here on Cowboys Storyline. Fun show. Hey, you guys call in tomorrow. Call in all week long. Remember, tomorrow, Tuesday, is the TV show day, so it's definitely in and out all day. We'll try to get as many as we can. Nico, call back, man. You're the man. We had to cut you off because we had to keep moving, but hey, just keep calling back. Everybody's opinion is undefeated. I say this all the time, so it doesn't matter if it's different. We all disagree with each other, but hey, it's all a family here on Cowboys Storyline. For Chris Beam, I'm Nick Eatman. See you next time on Storyline.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?